Hello everyone, Elite Clockwoman here. We are all looking forward to episode 30, because the Clock Titan, which we have been waiting for half a year, should appear there. And after this episode, we will be able to understand who will dominate the next few episodes. And I also have 2 exclusive leaks for episode 30, and in this video we will try to find out what will happen in the new episode, and just like always watch the bloopers video. But before we get into all this, make sure to hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you also waiting for the return of Clock Titan. And here we go. First of all, I want to thank you all for telling me that there were domstudio and Verlin's figures on the table. Also, after this secret scene, we had a million questions such as, how are these 4 characters connected? What is the source of my and Elite Clockman power? And also, what is the real goal of all YouTubers? Honestly, even now, it is very difficult for me to understand what is happening here. But let's try to find out, and then move on to the leaks. I will remind you that the time traveler said that he is the source of power of all clock race. But Elite Clockman and I are special because we have our own source of power, and we are not dependent on the time traveler. And honestly, I have no idea what our source of power is, but I can assume that perhaps our source of power is the Clock Titan. I already said that he is the heart of this universe, and I doubt that the time traveler can control the Clock Titan, and he is his source of power. And he also said that YouTubers will not be able to prevent someone from returning. And I assumed that maybe we didn't want Clock Titan to come back, but what if that's not the case, and someone else should return? Since I'm not sure that the time traveler is actually a good character, he is quite insidious. And perhaps he has his own goals. And this theory makes sense, since in episode 11, Elite Clockman protected the agents, and also the body of the Clock Titan. And what if we are not evil characters? We just have our own mission. And in fact, what if the time traveler turns out to be an evil character? I understand that this does not sound like the truth, but still the theory is good. And maybe the Clock Titan is the source of our power, and we also want to protect the agents, and thereby we collect books of the apocalypse, because if the agents find out what is there, it could harm them. And it may turn out that SKIBIDI toilets specifically created these books to deceive the agents. To be honest, I have no idea, so I need your help with this, so be sure to write your theory in the comments. And let's talk about these 4 characters. Here we see cameraman, robot, pencilman, and human SKIBIDI scientist. And it seems that the YouTubers managed to find some kind of connection between these characters. And I began to suspect the pencilman race, because they just appeared and their robot seemed strange to me. And it seems that they are ready to sacrifice other agents in order to destroy the G-Man Apocalypse project. I don't know what this cameraman forgot here, but I'm sure that there is, or was, a connection between the pencilman race and the scientist. And I think that domstudio showed us the scientist SKIBIDI for a reason, and also this gun. Perhaps it was with this gun that it all started, and it is even possible that the scientist created the robot that we saw in episode 28. And the YouTubers were able to find this connection, and now they will take their next step. You will say that this is fantastic, and I agree with you. But at this point, we will not be able to find out more, and hopefully domstudio will reveal more of these details. But let's watch the bloopers video and move on to the leaks. And at the beginning of the video, we return to episode 7. But this time, everything will happen as it should have happened. Because Chad Clockman was able to fight off the toilets and then use his abilities to stop cameraman. And then he began to get the parasite out of him, and he easily succeeded. And the cameraman joined us again, and after that, the toilets didn't understand such joke and decided to run away. And this is where the video ends. And I already told domstudio that this is exactly how everything should have happened. But in fact, if this hadn't happened, the series wouldn't have been able to continue. And I hope Titan Clockman kicks everyone's asses in episode 30. Anyways, let's move on to the first leak. Here we see a Titan cameraman who is still able to stand up, because at the end of the episode, we saw that he did not even have the strength to stand up. You can also see a purple glow on his cannon, but it's hard for me to say where this glow comes from. Perhaps he pointed the cannon at Counter Titan's head, since he has the same glow. And based on the fact that the cameraman is fine, it means that they were able to stop the Counter Titan, or the Counter Titan turned out to be so strong that the Clock Titan needed the help of the cameraman. Because TV Man in this state will not be able to help them in any way, and we don't even know whether he survived or not. But I already mentioned that perhaps TV Man will die, but Clock Titan will turn back time, and TV Man will live again, but will be seriously injured. Hopefully everything will be fine with him. But already on the second leaked frame, we were shown the Alpha. And I don't understand what emotion she is showing. It seems like she can't wait for the Counter Titan to finally kill TV Man, or she saw something else. Perhaps at this moment that Clock Titan will appear and save TV Man. And by the way, Domstudio has officially confirmed that Clock Titan will appear in episode 30, so he will definitely save everyone. I'm not sure that it will be easy even for him, because we don't know if Counter Titan has any other abilities, but the cameraman will help him defeat this monster. In general, episode 30 should be the most epic at this point, and Domstudio couldn't even share leaks with me since they reveal a lot of spoilers. But since he values us all, he was able to share these leaks with us, and for that, respect to him. And if everything goes well, then probably the new episode will be released this weekend. But if any information appears, I will definitely let you know. So be sure that you are subscribed to my channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed watching. Elite Clockwoman out.